Anna Cunningham is outside of the seat of the royal family, Buckingham Palace. Let us go through that statement from King Charles to start, Anna.
Yeah, David, I have a feeling that we're going to be using the word extraordinary quite a lot today because this really is unprecedented. We were unsure whether we would actually hear from King Charles, but he has issued this statement. Let's read it to you in full. It says, I have learned with the deepest concern the news about Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor and suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is the full, fair and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. In this, as I have said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. The King goes on to say, let me state clearly, the law must take its course. As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. Meanwhile, my family and I will continue in our duty and service to you all. And it's signed Charles R. Now, David, the police have not actually named the man that they have arrested. They have said that he is in his 60s. But here we have King Charles naming his own brother. And doing so, he has been arrested today, Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, on his 66th birthday.
Anna, as you and I speak, the former Prince Andrew in police custody, where he could stay for many hours to come under the law. Because this centers around Jeffrey Epstein, I want to be clear with people that much of the time when you hear about Jeffrey Epstein, it has to do with sexual misconduct, awful sexual allegations. And the former Prince Andrew has been connected to those in the documents many times. But what is happening today is not about the sexual misconduct. It is something different. Anna, you can walk us through what misconduct in public office means here.
Yeah, absolutely right. This is about a serious, willful abuse or neglect, is how it's described, of powers relating to a role in public office. And it is quite an unusual crime. It is rather complicated. But essentially, it's about abuse or neglect in public office. Someone who is representing the British public knowingly misusing their position to benefit themselves or others. So simplifying it, it's really talking about corruption. And Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, we know, has always denied that he has done anything wrong. He did serve as Britain's trade envoy between 2001 and 2011. So he was travelling the world, representing Britain, smoothing those trade deals. And this arrest today, we can assume at this point there have been no charges. Remember, it is just an arrest, and we expect he will likely be questioned. He's in police custody, but they appear to have been prompted by details that have emerged in the recent Epstein files. This allegation reports that there was potential government-sensitive information that may have been potentially market-moving shared between the then Duke of York and Jeffrey Epstein. Just on one point, there are several hurdles that the police have to get through if they do decide they want to charge him. They'd need to prove that he knowingly neglected his public duty and abused the public's trust.
Quite something, Anna, and extraordinary because, as you say, if charged, and he hasn't been, but if charged, Prince Andrew, should he be convicted, would potentially face life in prison, which is remarkable.